Ballads in Karbi literature, Hai and Romir. Ballads occupy an important place in Karbi folk literature and greatly enrich its cultural heritage. The Karbi people have a deep love of music, rhythm, and storytelling. Inspired by the natural beauty of hills, forests, and flowing streams, they have composed many songs and ballads that express their emotions, beliefs, and experiences. However, many of these traditional songs have not been preserved in written form. As a result, several ballads have been lost over time, while others survive only in fragments. Among the few that have been published, two collections stand out: Hai by Bonglong Terang and Romir by Samsing Hanse. These works preserve the spirit of Karbi society and reflects its values, customs, and philosophy of life. Hai is considered one of the finest and most unique ballads in the Karbi language. It is admired for its poetic beauty, vivid description, and emotional depth. The story has no parallel in Karbi literature because of its powerful narrative style and realistic portrayal of life. The ballad represents a coherent and well-organized story divided into 11 chapters. Each chapter contributes to the overall picture of human life and social structure. The poet carefully depicts the customs, beliefs, and everyday activities of the Karbi people, making the ballad more artistic and realistic. The opening chapters describe the organization of village life. In Karbi society, the village headman, known as the Sarbasa, plays an important role. It is responsible for maintaining social, economic, and cultural order. The well-being of the entire village depends on its leadership and decision. Through this depiction, the poet gives reader a clear idea of the traditional administrative system. The ballad also explains the Karbic practice of shifting villages from one place to another. When land becomes infertile and overgrown with coarse grass known as tonga, the villagers decided to move elsewhere. This reflects their method of cultivation and close relationship with nature. Such description give the story a strong cultural background and show how natural conditions influence human life. At the center of Hai is a tragic story of love, suffering, and sacrifice. Hai emerges as a strong and sensitive character. She witnesses injustice and the torture of women but finds that the village headman remains silent. Her protest against this injustice is symbolic rather than verbal. By offering him a spoon, she questions his authority and courage. Through this simple yet powerful action, she expresses her anger and disappointment. The poet portrays her character realistically, showing her inner strength and dignity. Hai is also deeply devoted to her parents and her husband Longteron. When society fails to protect the weak, children sometimes make sacrifices for their parents' sake. Hai's decision to go to Socheng reflects her respect and obedience towards her family. At the same time, she remains loyal and loving towards her husband. Her love is pure and selfless. The tragedy of the story reaches its peak at the time of her death. Hai dies in the lap of Longteron, expressing her final feelings of love and devotion. Her death is as mysterious as her birth, giving the story a legendary quality. Unable to bear the loss, Longteron also dies the following year. Through their tragic end, the poet immortalizes their love story and raises it to the level of a classic. The ballad highlights the themes of sacrifice, loyalty, social injustice, and the pain of separation, making it deeply moving. Like Hai, the ballad Romir also focuses on love and tragedy. It is regarded as one of the most beautiful Karbi ballads composed in the 20th century. Most Karbi ballads are women-centric, and Romir is no exception. The tone of the story is sorrowful and it reflects the suffering caused by social customs and harsh realities. Romir is a young girl brought up in a traditional Karbi house built on a raised platform. She leads a simple and modest life but dreams of happiness and love like any other human being. The ballad suggests that all people have hopes and aspirations, but when these dreams are crushed by circumstances, life becomes tragic. Thus, Romir tells the story of a broken hopes and deep sorrow. Romir and Samlonki live in a village near the Amtreng River. They grow up together and develop a strong bond of love. As they reach adulthood, they promise to remain lifelong partners. However, their love faces obstacles. Romir's parents are unaware of their relationship and village customs interfere with their happiness. The village headman orders Samlonki to take charge of Jirsong, an agricultural duty in a distant place. All young men must strictly obey this order and cannot desert their responsibilities for 6 years. This long separation becomes the main obstacle in the lover's life. Samlonki is forced to leave and the distance between them causes intense emotional pain. During his absence, Romir's father decides to marry her off to someone else. Unable to bear the thought of separation and helpless against social pressure, Romir loses hope. Her sorrow becomes so great that she stops eating and slowly wastes away. Eventually, she dies of grief. Her death shows how deeply she loves Samlonki and how powerless individuals can be before rigid customs. Romir's death has a devastating effect on Samlonki. He becomes weary and detached from life. In search of escape, he joins the army and goes to the battlefield in Ladakh. Yet even there he finds no peace. Memories of Romir contribute to haunt him, and she appears in his dreams. He promises never to love anyone else. His longing and loneliness reflect the depth of his feelings. The poet uses beautiful images from nature to express Samlonki's emotions. Dewdrops, mist, and fog are compared to tears, symbolizing sorrow and remembrance. These poetic devices enhance the emotional power of the ballad and reveal the sensitivity of the anonymous composer. Through simple language and natural imagery, the poet creates a touching picture of love and loss. The time period of the two ballads also differs. Hai belongs to an earlier period connected with the traditional administrative system of Socheng. In contrast, Romir is more modern. Reference to aeroplanes, soap, and places like Ladakh suggests that it was composed in the 20th century. This shows the gradual development of Karbi literature from older traditions to modern influences. Together, Hai and Romir preserve the essence of Karbi life and culture. They portray village organization, customs, beliefs, love, sacrifice, and tragedy. Both ballads center on women and highlight their strength, suffering, and devotion. They also show how social rules and circumstances often stand in the way of personal happiness. Through vivid storytelling and emotional expression, these ballads present the realities of human life. In conclusion, the ballads of Hai and Romir are valuable treasures of Karbi literature. They combine poetic beauty with social realism and express deep human emotions. By recording the struggles, hopes, and sacrifices of ordinary people, they keep alive the cultural memory of the Karbi community. Even today, these ballads continue to move readers and remind us of the enduring power of love, loyalty, and sacrifice.